YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back. And we're less than a week away until NFL free agency starts. The franchise tag period just ended. Some surprise players, specifically receivers, that weren't tagged. So we're here like we do every single year, giving you our free agency predictions. Now, we'll have free agency predictions spread out through multiple videos. Some of them will be just with myself. Maybe I'll get some takes to go along from the other guys. But we got a couple videos with us as a group making our predictions. Love doing these videos, so hopefully you guys enjoy them. Today, in this video, we're talking about receivers. We're talking about the top 4 receivers available in free agency. Again, we'll get to more guys down the line. Free agency right around the corner, so expect quite a few of these videos. Follow our Twitter for instant breaking news, breaking down that news, and more. It's at GoatHouse NFL. Link in the comments. Please subscribe. Full NFL coverage. A bunch of these prediction videos. We'll grade every single free agency signing and trade as well. Underneath me, see walkthemock.com. If you're going to sign up there for the best draft simulator there is, use code GOATHOUSE. That'll help me out. It'll help yourself out.
Yeah.
Let's start with Kenny Golladay. He is the free agent we're talking about today. We're going to talk about Will Fuller. We'll talk about Juju Smith-Schuster and Corey Davis in this video. And again, if you're looking for a specific other free agent, we'll get to him in a different video. I promise. So, if you're new here, if you weren't with us in the past free agencies, we got a bunch of teams up on the board here, potential landing spots, and we're going to remove them one by one until we're left with one team standing. That's where he's going. Nothing. Sometimes we got multiple teams. We're in a disagreement, but sometimes we bring a team back. If I don't like a team Pete took off, I want to bring him back at the end because I think
It's always something with that guy.
So
Pete.
it's a possibility, but. Who wants to start us off here? Where's Kenny Golladay not going? We're going to remove a team that he's probably not going to.
I'm going to take this layup and take the Lions off because they didn't give him the franchise tag. That's why.
You don't think they're going to resign? Any chance? You give him any shot to resign him?
I mean, small percentage, but wouldn't they have been better with the franchise tag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have had more time to talk to him and make an get an extension going.
Yeah.
Unless they're just trying to play blow up over here.
I think they are.
Yeah, but he's it's tough. But yeah, I agree though. It just feels like he's not going back to the Lions.
The price wasn't like crazy. He's gonna get paid more, isn't he now?
Oh yeah, he's gonna get.
So why is that? That doesn't make any sense.
What, that they didn't tag him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a surprising one.
It makes it seem like they're just definitely not getting him back.
And that is surprising as well.
Yeah.
Who am I going to take off the board? Pete, you got anybody? I like all these teams.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Bengals. Actually,
he's taking the Bengals.
I mean,
off.
They have T.
Wow,
Higgins. T. Higgins is their big receiver. I know Kenny Golladay could kind of do it all, but he's their big guy. Boyd's in the slot. I know they're losing A.J. Green, but I think they'll draft you. I mean, you could find receivers in the draft these days, even in day 3 that can.
They could draft Jamar Chase.
Yeah, and they have an early pick too. But
what if they take Kenny Golladay and then they can pick Penny Sewell?
I mean, they got
Rashawn Slater.
I think they got a lot of. They still have some work to do, some other holes to fill.
Okay, all right. Let's see. I don't even know who I'm picking at the end here, but I'm gonna take off. I'll take off. I mean, it would be fun. It'd be fun, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm gonna take off the Cardinals.
A lot of wide receivers on that roster.
Yeah, they need better ones though. I don't know if they can afford to spend that 18, 19, maybe 20 million per year for Kenny Golladay. I don't know if they can afford to spend that. And they do like the receivers. They could get better. They need better separation, but they're not as desperate maybe as some of these other teams. So I'll take the Cardinals off. That'd be something though.
That'd be something.
And now it's my turn. I'm gonna take the Packers off.
Taking the Packers off.
I think. As far as cap situation, I think they have some wiggle room, but I think they're just more on the, restructure some contracts and get probably Aaron Jones back. So I don't think they're going to have the room for Golladay.
All right, okay. I can agree with that. But that would be something.
It would be something. There's a lot of, good potential out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Pete got? What is that Pete guy got?
This is tough now. This gets tough. I know the Dolphins are definitely in the market for a receiver. But, I mean, everyone's seeing – you see Jamar Chase getting mocked there. You see Devontae Smith getting mocked there.
Are you taking the Dolphins off already?
I might. I don't know. Let me look at these other teams here.
I'll go. Let me go. All
I'll
right.
tell you who I want to get them.
I'm not taking the Dolphins off. I'm gonna take. Let me get the Raiders off. Let me get the Raiders. It'd be something. But I think they're clearing space right now, so they're gonna eventually have a pretty good amount. More to be cleared, I believe. But I think so they can afford him. But I think their focus will be on. Well, now they got to retool the offensive line. But I think their main focus will be across the board on defense, interior defensive line, edge rush, secondary. So I think that's where their main focus will be. They may be interested in Golladay. That's why they were up here in the first place. But I'll take the Raiders off.
They're off, Pete.
This is so hard. I can see them
You
on.
want to take the Dolphins off? People are talking about that might be the top landing spot.
Let's take the Ravens off here.
Whoa, dude.
I know the Ravens are needy at receiver, but I mean, I think out of the teams left, they probably have the lowest cap space, don't they?
They're right there with the Dolphins, but yeah, there's other teams got a lot of cap space.
Such a tight cap space year. I think it's just too tough to, just throw all your money at one player.
I would like Golladay on the Ravens, but I'll have to agree with you because it has come out that they said that they don't want to spend really big at receiver, so like a top tier guy, and maybe that's smoke. I don't know why that would be smoke though, so it's probably unlikely.
I can see him on all these teams though.
Yeah.
Who you thinking, Dan?
I'm thinking removing the Patriots.
Oh,
here's my reasoning for it. So you have a bunch of teams in here who have the capabilities of paying this guy a lot of money, and it's gonna at the end of the day it's gonna be Galladay's choice who he wants to go with. And the Patriots have who's going to be their starting quarterback? Is it going to be Stidham? Is it going to be a new quarterback into the system? If I'm a free agent, yeah, I'm taking the best money possible, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, who's throwing me the football?
Yeah,
it's a good point.
It's a good point. But they weren't afraid to go out and get Trent Brown and build the offensive line for the quarterback, so they got a plan. I will take off the Jacksonville Jaguars. Most cap space. Maybe not after the franchise tag Cam Robinson, though. It's pretty tight, but still a ton of cap space.
Is this updated over here? I don't think it is, right?
It's close. It's ballpark.
Fans don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It's all right. They don't have to know.
They don't have to know.
It's a secret.
Jaguars, though. I don't think might not be as desperate, these teams. They have the cap space, but they like DJ Chark. They like Laviska Shenault. They would love to have Golladay. Golladay with projected Trevor Lawrence would be something, but I think these other teams might be willing to spend a little bit more. Jags will focus on, maybe building the rest of that defense, safety, corner, defensive line if they want to add to the pass rush, sure. So pretty good landing spot, though, but I like these other teams better.
Do you guys know who you want? Is everyone's
not really? I could see them on all these teams.
This is one of those
I can see
where
them too, but I have a favorite for me.
You got a favorite?
Yeah.
There's a team that I really like for them, but I don't know if they'll put their focus there. It's tough. It's a tough one. Does anybody want to remove a team? This is where it gets tough.
Yeah. We were expecting him to get franchise tags.
Yeah,
so I really don't know.
A lot of the other guys I have in my mind, kind of who I think they'll. A couple teams maybe.
Well, I'm gonna remove Washington for the same reason why I removed the Patriots, because Patriots and Washington could definitely get him, but again, if
Golladay and McLaurin,
not bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like Washington just because of.
Bring him back.
Do you want to bring him back? Do you like him that much?
That's your final answer if you.
I don't know.
That's your final prediction.
Their defense is already solid.
This is one of the ones where I kind of want to come to an agreement on everyone.
I don't know.
You
didn't like Washington?
All right, say your team on three. Ready?
No.
You didn't like Washington?
I do, but yeah, I do. They just spent $18 million on Brandon Scherf. We'll see if.
That's true.
But they don't really have that many. They need to find a quarterback. They need to find a receiver, or maybe a left tackle.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, though.
Mm-hmm.
But they could do it. Hopefully this isn't Dan's team. I'm gonna take off the Jets.
That is not my team.
Would be great. already thinking about the draft. Zach Wilson, maybe Kenny Golladay, but he kind of wants to get out of Detroit, and he didn't have a problem with Stafford. Obviously, he loves Stafford. He just had a problem with the team's current situation. So maybe he's going to want to go to a team that's just ready to win right now. That's you got to start to split hairs here, right? You got to start to split hairs. So we got the Colts and the Dolphins. I don't know if Pete wants to bring the football team back. Do you?
No. After you were talking about it, no, I don't.
All right, I know who I'm picking, but I'm not even that confident. I'm not that confident.
I'm not confident on any of this.
I'll go.
Who's your
team?
team?
Again, I'm not confident on this either, but if I like the fit, and it's going to be with the Colts.
That's my pick as well.
I think he's a great replacement for T.Y. Hilton, and you got some more speed on that wide receiver core.
I can just see him just terrorizing the Titans for years now.
Settled.
So much fun.
Well,
Colts
we're in
fans,
agreement.
So much
Congrats.
fun.
Oh, why I'm not super confident is because the Colts, they want to save some money to spend on their own guys, but
they got a lot
of space for this year though, and they do got to find a left tackle. This rides on if they get Trent Williams. Trent Williams being another video, but this they could get Trent Williams, but they could focus on Golladay. Man, I think I'd be on board with that. I'd be liking Carson Wentz a little more than if they had Kenny Golladay. I thought Kenny Golladay bailed out Stafford quite a bit. Stafford's better than Carson Wentz, but I guess you can lock it in then. Colts, even though I'm not ready to lock it in.
I think they call it a goat house guarantee.
It's a goat house guarantee, apparently.
Yeah.
Next, wide receiver, Will Fuller. You see a lot of the same teams up here. Is it pretty much the same teams?
Yeah.
Sure. Texans.
Sure.
We got the Texans. Does anybody want to start? Now we're kind of getting into this, so now we're used to it.
I just want to say this before because people were surprised that he didn't get tagged.
Yeah.
But I wasn't and I feel like he's not really going to get paid that much, honestly, because of all the injury history, and he got suspended too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And he's suspended at the beginning of the year. I think there's just a lot of question marks.
15.8 per year, over under.
I think under.
Wow. I think over.
I think there's a lot of question marks with him.
I think you could probably eliminate a lot of teams based off of what Pete said. So for my thought process is there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be sustained. How long is he suspended for?
I think what is it? 2 games?
2 games, which is not.
Is that what it is or no?
I believe so. Yeah.
Which is not obviously breaking your season, but
No.
There's also teams in here that if they go and pay him the money, they're going to rely on his productivity, especially in those 2 games with tight divisions. So for example, I'm not removing the Packers, but I'm saying the Packers, they pretty much have that division in cruise control where they can afford getting him and not having him suit up for at least 2 games.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm also going to be removing the Packers because I think they have bigger
Whoa.
business
Yeah,
with
whoa.
Aaron Jones.
We
got him.
Do you
were-
think they want Aaron
they were in
Jones
the
back?
I think why wouldn't you? AJ Dillon's fat. You have Aaron Jones who's great out of the backfield. He's a little chub.
You remove I might bring the Packers back. I don't know.
You might.
They were
though.
in the trade rumors.
I'm not sure yet.
They were in all the trade rumors.
Maybe
for
they've
him.
backed off, though. Maybe they've backed off. I'm going to take off a team here, and it's going to be – I'm still thinking about it. I'll take I'm going to take off the Ravens. The Ravens are looking for a receiver. They might not want to go big. So this, like Pete said, maybe he ends up getting paid a little less than we expected. So
See, I thought that was a good fit for the Ravens.
I know, but why I'm taking it off is because I think they already have these speed guys. They already have Hollywood Brown, Duvernay. I think they're looking for an all around balanced type receiver. Like Kenny Golladay, but they don't want to pay that much money. So I'll take off the Ravens. They do need that receiver though.
Mm-hmm. I'll just take the Texans off.
You don't think he's going? Wow.
I don't think he's going back.
I can't believe we got the Texans and the Packers off already. This is
Well, they should have made a deal last year then,
wild.
because the Packers would have to lock him up for a while at least.
Like I said, I think he's going to get paid less than what the tag was. But if the Texans were going to get him, why wouldn't you just use the tag? It's kind of it's just a 1-year deal. It's kind of low risk. Why wouldn't you just use the tag if you wanted him
Why
back?
wouldn't they tag and trade him?
I don't get why they wouldn't want him back though, because he's such a perfect fit with Watson. Whenever he plays, they're fantastic. You're gonna piss Watson off even more.
Do it. Piss him off more. We love it.
I just don't get the Texans. I just don't get
I
them.
don't get it either. That's why I just don't believe he's gonna go back. Why would he want to go back?
Well, yeah,
why would he want to go back if they're just like a mess?
And they try to trade him. Who's up? Me?
Sure.
Well, we picked the Colts for Kenny Golladay,
Easy
so
one.
I guess I mean
There's a layup for you.
I guess we'll take the Colts off. But then all he has to do is all that has to happen is they don't get Kenny Golladay, then
I could see if they like get Trent Williams and then they don't want to pay a lot of money to Golladay, they get Will Fuller cheaper.
possibility.
But we confirmed Golladay at the Colts though. It's over.
We did confirm it.
It's over.
What do we got next?
No clue.
I don't know. Dan's up, right?
Hard pass.
Hard
Hard
pass.
pass.
There's a lot of teams I like on here, and I
Yeah.
still like the Packers, but I'm confident that.
Could we see him?
Aaron Jones.
Could we see him go to the Cardinals?
I was thinking that with DeAndre
With
Hopkins.
DeAndre.
I was kind of smiling about that.
JJ Watt.
Oh my God.
Oh
reunion.
boy!
And then Deshaun Watson goes there too. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Let's take the Raiders off again. I think they spend more money on defense. They may want Nelson Aguilar back, which Fuller's a better version of him, but they're similar style. So we'll take the Raiders off. Who else can we take off?
I'm gonna take off the Cardinals.
Whoa!
Yeah. I just don't see it. Like what Pete said it'd be really cool, but a lot of Texans on that Cardinals roster. It's probably not likely.
Awful lot of Texans. Let's see. Take off the Bengals. We'll take off the Bengals.
That's what I was thinking too.
Might go draft.
are
Spend
those-
money on offensive line.
What are those Lions doing over there? They're not getting Golladay back. Like what? And it sounds like they're.
They're more like maybe like a Josh Reynolds.
They sound like
For
they're not
Jared
gonna.
Goff.
They sound like they're not gonna get Marvin Jones back either. What are they doing
It's
out
a
there?
mess.
Yeah.
Maybe they're doing Will Fuller. Maybe they're doing him.
They're doing them.
Ooh.
No, I'm gonna take the Lions off. I just don't think. I mean,
After all
why
that.
wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you sign Kenny Golladay if you're just all of a sudden
Yeah, for 15.8 and
ditch
then
it and get Will
yeah.
Fuller?
I like to fit on a couple of these, but do we see the Jets going for him? Do we see it?
They may go for him, but I was going to take them off next too.
Yeah.
I think other teams are more likely.
We're just splitting hairs at this point.
We got to split hairs. Dolphins, Washington, Patriots. What do we got?
We locking it in with final answers here?
I don't know. I'm kind of, to be honest, I'm kind of feeling the Dolphins, but I'm kind of feeling the Dolphins for another receiver too.
Well, I have my final answer if you want me to lock it in.
What are you locking in?
I'm bringing back the Texans. I'm bringing back the Texans.
Okay.
I think one, you already have Deshaun Watson. You have to keep him happy, and why would you just let him walk? I mean, again, understood that they should have franchised him for one more year, but at least lock him in and show your franchise quarterback that you're committing to him and putting weapons around him, including at least one of his favorite wide receivers, not the former DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, that's the whole way. I was like thinking he's just gonna be back with the Texans, but
I don't know. I just don't understand that because like you just tag him and then you extend him. Then you come to an agreement. Now you're just risking it, throwing him into free agency. Do you think he wants to go back there?
If you could guarantee that Deshaun Watson will be there, I think he's going to say yes. I'll stay there.
But
if
like
they're-
Deshaun Watson's just insisting he's not going to be. He doesn't want to play.
and that's what the Texans need to prove by getting players to be on that roster to build around him, and then Watson will be happy. And I think that's the way they're going to do it. What other wide receivers are they going to really go
I don't know.
for?
Well, I'm sure Will Fuller just talks to Deshaun Watson all the time, and he's just like, Deshaun Watson's like, yeah, I'm not playing. So
True. Maybe they're not friends.
so Dan's picks the Texans. Pete, who's your pick?
I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
He picks the Patriots.
I like the Patriots. I think, yeah, like we said, they traded for a tackle. They have a lot of money. I don't think he's gonna be too expensive, but I think like that's just a guy that would fit well with them. He'd be a good target for whoever they decide to put at quarterback.
Oh man, I don't even know what I'm picking. This is tough.
You can eliminate the Texans again if you want.
That was your pick. That
I
was your
know,
pick.
I know.
I don't think Washington's going to end up with them. The Dolphins is tough because they trade for Isaiah Wilson, so that doesn't mean they're set at the offensive line, but it kind of feels like they're going Jamar Chase at pick 3. So then they could grab a receiver as well. I don't think he's going to the Patriots though. I was feeling the Texans. I kind of like, you know who I like? I'm gonna take the Dolphins off. You know who I like is let me find him. I like the Cardinals. I don't know if I'll have my final predictions, but right now I'm kind of feeling. Do they have the wiggle room though? Can they make it happen? They do got to focus on some other positions, but
That'd be a big FU if he takes less money to play for the Cardinals.
yeah.
If the Texans do offer him something.
Christian Kirk is like the same style player. Fuller's just so much better, so it's gonna ride on the Cardinals being, not being stubborn. Like, you could use both, of course, but man, Kyler Murray with DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller, and Christian Kirk. I mean, I'm feeling it. Give me the Cardinals. So we got a 3-way split.
I think I don't know. I feel like they like Christian Kirk a lot.
They do. But, they could use both. They run more receivers than that too, unless they want to start valuing the tight end. Juju. How about Juju? Well, let's rip into this. Who we taking off?
Cardinals.
Taking the Cardinals off. Good one. That's a good one.
Colts.
He's taking the Colts. But if they don't get Golladay, they might be primed for Juju.
That's true. I think the Colts are going to be picking up somebody.
I'm going to take...
Taking the Steelers off.
Oh,
I don't think he goes back.
I think there's a shot.
I don't know.
They're not
It's just
bringing
kinda how
Bud
last
Dupree
year
back. They're clearing space. You're taking him off, though. I might bring him back.
That's all right.
I'm going to take the Texans off. I think he would. Playing with Deshaun Watson's attractive. Thank you. But are you playing with Deshaun Watson? I think he would take less from the Steelers than going to the Texans.
Taking the Patriots off. I said Will Fuller going there.
Okay. I was about to go, but is it my turn?
Sure.
Sure. All right, I'm gonna take the Lions off. Another team I think you would take less from the Steelers to play for the Lions.
Damn. You think Riverboat Ron in Washington likes TikTokers?
I don't know if Rivera's putting up with that. I don't know.
Take him off. Get him out of there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
They don't have a set quarterback, so maybe another team where that's a pretty good team though. But yeah, I'll take off the Packers. Yeah.
No reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will they have the cap space? If they're gonna, they could do it. I just like some of the other teams better.
I'm going to take the Raiders off. I think we already talked about it a little bit there. I think they'll focus defense. That defense is a mess. And I think they'll get Aguilar back for a cheap deal. And I think Aguilar wants to be back there too.
Oh, there was some kind of hustling and wrestling in the locker room apparently.
Oh, that's true. I did remember seeing that.
But I think
But he had his best year there.
They're wrestling?
I don't know if they're wrestling. I just wanted to say that. What do we got?
There's a couple teams I want.
I kind of like all these teams. Honestly, I could see him.
Will he go to the ultimate rival, the Baltimore Ravens?
I could see him going to the rival. I could see him playing in Florida, and I could see him on the Jets.
I kind of been saying the Dolphins for Juju for some time, and I'm kind of going cold on it. But at the same time, I kind of want to stick to my original prediction, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say Dolphins for Juju. I'm already done. Dolphins.
Man, this is my final prediction. I'm gonna go wild. I'm taking the Jaguars.
Ooh,
I like that.
I kind of like that with Trevor Lawrence. Get a couple of vet wide receivers out there that still have some speed. Yeah.
What's Pete? What are you doing?
That's tough, man.
We got a Dolphins. We got a Jags. Do you go pull a wild card? Go with either the Jets or the Ravens?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Should I do it so we just have nice variety going?
Well, think he goes to none of them.
Yeah. He goes to the one that I don't pick.
Somehow goes to the Packers. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll go with the Jets.
The Jets.
I think Juju. I think he'll chase the money. I think he'll like being in New York.
So lock him into the Ravens, is what you're saying.
I like the Ravens pick.
I do like the Ravens too.
All right, three-way split. One more on this video again. I know you guys are looking for other free agents, but we'll get to. I want to talk about Corey Davis, especially with Pete, the Titans guy here. A lot of teams on the board. Corey Davis could be that. He's a little different than those other guys we talked about. He's gonna be a little cheaper than them, and that could mean he has more teams interested because more teams might be interested in a little bit of a cheaper guy. He had a breakout year last year. Let's see. Who are we taking off?
Cardinals.
Taking the Cardinals off. Get them out. There's a lot of teams I like for him, man. There's about 4 teams I got in my head right now. He's going to one of them. I put the Giants up here for at least one of them because it sounded like they were going to be interested in receivers, but they're negative cap right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know.
Yeah, but they were like, if Allen Robinson was going to become a free agent, they were supposed to be in on him. I don't know how, though. That's why they're going to be able to clear some more space, but will it be enough for even Corey Davis? So we'll take off the Giants. What else? Man. Colts might go big or go home. You guys feeling that? Maybe I would go big or go home. So
yeah.
Now, of course, Corey Davis not big enough.
I don't see him on the Colts. I don't know.
He's not feeling it?
No.
Is it because he's wearing a Titans jersey right there? Maybe.
Yeah. I don't see him on the Texans either.
We're just rattling teams off. Raiders, again, they could. A little cheaper, but I really think they'll focus on the defense and the offensive line first.
Texans.
I said Texans. Get them out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Me and Pete both said the Texans.
Oh, you both said. All right, so they're definitely out.
It's gonna be interesting. The whole.
I think the Patriots are a go big or go home team too.
You think so?
Because they kind of got the go home guys already.
I feel like I don't know. I guess that was with Big Time they were go big or go home. But even so, that like their free agent wide receivers that they were getting were all kind of like middle of the pack guys that they made into gems.
Yeah, they'll get a Titan receiver, but it would be Humphrey. It's going to be Adam Humphries. That's what they're going to get. So
gotcha.
take him off the board.
Does he go to the Ravens, Pete?
God, I like. There's 4 teams I really like.
I'm gonna take the Ravens off.
You're taking them off?
Yeah, I'm taking.
That was one of the teams I really.
Yeah, I think he'd go there.
He would?
I think he could. Yeah.
Even with all the beef?
Yeah.
They had a lot of beef.
Yeah.
We're gonna override you. We're gonna keep him up there for now.
Okay. Well, we know who number 1 seed is.
I like the Ravens. I like the Packers. I like the Titans.
I'm gonna take the Dolphins off because I picked them for Juju.
I'm gonna take the Jets off because I picked them for Juju.
Okay. Lions will have to replace Golladay somehow, but I'm going to take them off. We're just rattling teams off.
The 4, yeah.
These are the 4 that I'm like, oh, I could see any of these.
It's so weird. Like one day I hear like the Titans are all in on keeping their offense together because they had so much success, and then the next day I hear that they're like, there's no way they're re-signing Corey Davis. Like he's gonna be too much. Like they have to pay A.J. Brown in a couple of years. Like it's just kind of like it's crazy how it's like changing day by day. I have no idea what's gonna happen really.
This is good.
I think they want to keep him, but I mean obviously if someone outprices them, whatever their price point is, then it's obviously he's gone. But
where do you think he's gonna settle at?
Cost-wise,
yeah.
I think like
10.5 to 12
range. I think 11. Yeah,
I think I have a team that might slightly.
He's just got Packers written all over him,
but
the Packers are so stubborn though. Like I don't know.
You can't be. They were stubborn in the past 2 years with wide receivers. You can't be stubborn again. Well, they have Funches, right?
Yeah, and
who decided to take a pay cut, right?
Yeah, and I mean they like Lazard.
Yeah, so I'd take the Packers off. I think
take them off.
Yeah, I was going to go with them, but then I forgot about.
I think the best fit is probably the Packers.
Matt LaFleur had him.
Yeah, he didn't play too well though under him, did he?
He was just inconsistent.
Matt LaFleur does not like him.
Maybe not.
Get him out of there.
I love that fit, but yeah, I don't. These teams.
I was actually thinking that until I walked myself through the Funches.
What if Washington trades for Mariota and they get Corey Davis?
I could just see
sign him up.
I don't know. This is tough.
I do like the fit with Washington.
I'm thinking I like Washington. I like the Packers. Packers are my favorite fit, but I think they might be a little stubborn, and these teams might be able to pay more. Next, I would take off. I'm thinking he goes to the Titans, back to Titans, or he goes to the Ravens. That's my thinking.
I kind of like that too.
So I would take off Washington next. Somebody picking Washington?
I'm gonna pick Washington.
That's your team?
That's my team.
I
You
can't.
know what? No, drop them. I'll take the Titans.
Taking the Titans?
Yeah, I'll take
change
the
your mind
Titans.
just like that.
Yeah, big Titans guy.
Oh, it's just so hard. Like last week, I was like super convinced he was going back, and now I'm just like
He's just playing hardball.
on
Well,
the fence.
here's the problem. These two teams I'm feeling the most, but which one? What if it's a bidding war? What if it's driven above $12 million? I don't know if either of these teams would pay that, but the Packers
Right.
wouldn't pay it. Washington just spent $18 million on a guard. It might end up being like a team like the Jets then.
Yeah,
So it really depends on if the value just gets driven up.
yeah.
Yeah. The Ravens did completely shut him down in that playoff game. You think that factors in?
That's so funny. I was talking about that. Like, what are you saying? Like, that's gonna drive his price point down, or the Ravens won't like him because
Well, the Ravens might be like, well, he's stoppable. You know, do we want a stoppable guy?
That's true.
Yeah, but the Ravens' defense is also.
It is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have those corners.
He's only getting better.
I'm going Titans.
Yes.
Because he's had one good year. It was on the Titans. Other teams might be like, do we pay this much for a guy one good year? The only team that would probably do that is the team that he had the one good year for. Right? That makes some sense.
I think he's gonna try and hit. I think what you're seeing, Pete, with the mixed reaction is him just playing hardball in a sense. Like people from his camp making reports that he's interested in going elsewhere. But I don't like what Mar said. I don't know if they're.
I think most teams would probably rather go to the draft.
Yeah.
Somebody way cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, I think he wants to come back too. I heard recently he bought a home. Nick bought like a huge home.
Lock it in.
He's going to Tennessee.
In Tennessee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're locked in.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
there's,
know how long that
there's-
mortgage is?
There's players that just like buy houses and don't play for the team.
Are you going with the Ravens or the
No,
Titans?
I'm going with the Titans. But
All
like,
right, lock it in, Titans. Guarantee.
We did it.
We did it. That's the
welcome back.
top receiver edition of Free Agency Pick'ems. Few more videos of these, of course. One more in this type format, and then we'll have more videos that'll be a little different format. But we're going to predict almost every free agent, the notable names there. So, and then we'll have you covered throughout free agency with grades and all the news. Follow our Twitter, subscribe to us, be much appreciated. That is going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.